Good morning, everybody. This is Tyler's Talking Sports. If this is your first time tuning in, we're so glad to have you here. My name is Tyler Hess. On the other side of the mic, my brother from another mother, Tyler Castle. You'll meet him in a few minutes, and I think you'll like him. If this is your first time tuning in, you got to know what you're listening to. Here at Tyler's Talking Sports, we cover college football, we cover college basketball, we cover college baseball. You name it in the college world, we're talking about it. From breaking news to big games to new coaching hires to kids entering the transfer portal, we cover it all. So, if you love what you're listening to and you love this episode, be sure to find us on all major podcasting platforms. Find us on social media. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. Be sure to give us a follow and a like there. We're also on YouTube and TikTok, but on YouTube, be sure to give us a subscribe, because when you do, that allows you to get exclusive content that nobody else gets that's not subscribed to us. When you subscribe to us on YouTube, you get exclusive access to our 10-minute episodes that we drop weekly throughout the week. Plus, our 2 episodes we drop every Monday and Thursday at 6 a.m. You're not going to want to miss any of the content we have, and we appreciate you guys being here, and we hope you enjoy the episode.
If you are looking to replace a vehicle for a newer or more reliable vehicle, there is no better person to see than Brian Long at Wallace Imports of Bristol, Tennessee. He puts his customers first and really cares about helping achieve your dreams of a new car. Wallace Import has 3 new car brands in VW, Kia, and Subaru, with over 200 pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for something specific, good chance he has it. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit, he will do everything he can to get you and your family in a newer, more reliable vehicle. Contact him at 540-355-9921 to schedule an appointment, or come see him at 320 Volunteer Parkway in Bristol, Tennessee. Let him know that Tyler's sent you.
This episode is brought to you by Little's Lawn Care. Little's Lawn Care is the all-you-need lawn care people. You need your yard mowed, you need your leaves blowed out of your yard, you need your gutters cleaned out, contact Little's Lawn Care at 276-698-5104. Again, that number is 276-698-5104. You can text them and you can call him. His name is Brandon Little. He's an incredible person, and be sure you let him know that Tyler sent you.
This episode is brought to you by Next Level Fitness Club in Lebanon, Virginia. 1806 East Main Street, Lebanon, Virginia, 24266. They are a 24/7 gym facility, 24/7 tanning. They also offer certified personal training and certified functional fitness classes to fit all needs. If you're in the market for a gym membership, this is a great place to hit up. Hit up Ethan, Tyler, or Jordan at any of their numbers, and check out the website at www.nextlevelfitnessclub276.com. And we're live! Storms and broken dreams. Happy Monday morning. Hopefully everyone has had a wonderful weekend. If it's your first time tuning in, this is Tyler's Talking Sports. On the other side of the mic, my brother from another mother, Tyler Hess, and myself, Tyler Castle, bringing you Tyler's Talking Sports. And we got a good one. We got a banger.
Oh, boy.
Great episode, Week 2 recap coming up here shortly, Hess.
Yes.
But before we get into that, you know the drill. How was your weekend?
Buddy, my weekend has been really good, actually. I mean, didn't do much this weekend. Had a couple little things, little errands and stuff to do. Friday, went to a killer birthday party. That was really fun.
A lot of pizza.
A lot of pizza. 12 boxes.
You ever finish that pie, that cheese pie?
It's gone. It's gone.
I knew it'd be gone. So I told you, you got kids. I knew it'd be gone.
Yep, it's gone.
Whole pizza, man.
But after that, watched some football yesterday on Saturday, and then today is Sunday, so I've got my fantasy football teams in the NFL lined up and watching them, and hopefully win my big parlay thing I sent you earlier.
Yeah.
And then my Broncos play at 4, ready for that game, and see what happens.
Broncos.
Bo Nix, baby.
If y'all didn't notice this too, Hess has changed his setup for today. We're actually doing a little bit of trial and error with the MacBook Pro, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a MacBook Pro now for the pod, so we're doing some testing with it. This is for when we go on the road, guys. We're going to see if we can maybe do some lives.
Right.
All we need is Wi-Fi. So, testing it out, see how it does. So, y'all let us know in the comments what you think about Hess's new setup.
Let's make sure the audio and everything sounds good. On my end. It'll be the different one. The video quality and audio will be different on my end. Castle's is still the same. So.
Yep, I'm the exact same. Still in my mom's basement.
Yes.
Just chilling down here.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good weekend, man.
What about you?
Yeah, I did as well. It's pretty solid. Had an epic birthday party as well this
Oh,
Friday. I was
had
at the same
pizza?
one you was at.
Oh,
Pizza Town Pizza. Shout out to Pizza Town. No free shout out, but great
yes.
pizzas. Got 9 pies. Had plenty of leftovers. Um, it was delicious. Hudson got a lot of toys. So sorry,
Heck yeah,
three. In
man.
case y'all didn't know, my son's 3 now, so I'm getting old.
Dude, it's flying
But
by.
time flies when you have children. That is the truth. You really do
Really
see
does,
how
man.
fast life goes.
My
And
my
so
favorite thing, I want to say this, my favorite thing about Hudson is the high Hess.
yeah,
I love it. I love it.
hi his.
High
Yeah,
Hess.
yeah. He's
It's great.
he's right to the point. He
Right
don't
to
beat
the
around
point.
the bush. He's just
Don't be around. Yep,
blunt
just
like his
blunt.
daddy. Yeah. So yeah. And then Saturday took him out to do some putt putt and went to the Cozy Bear. I think it's what's called indoor putt putt over in Bristol. In case anyone wants to go inside when it's raining. Very nice establishment. Enjoyed it.
Yes.
He had a lot of fun. And took him to get some noodles. He wanted some noodles, so we went over to the Japanese restaurant there. So
Heck
he had a
yeah.
blast. He had a good time. Yeah, it was a good weekend. It's today's Sunday. Haven't really done
Yep.
much today. Normal Sunday. Getting ready for the pod. So that's what we prepping for. But Hess, you got some maybe big news here on this.
I
Note,
do have
on these
some
notes.
some possibly big news here. We found this out actually at Hudson's birthday party.
Yeah.
One of my former teammates, high school alumni, Dylan Wall, has reached out to us again. Shout out to Dylan.
Yep.
Sounds like very good chance TTS will be back in Neyland this fall, depending on which game that is going to be. It's up in the air right now. Looks like it's going to be between the Oklahoma game or the UAB game. We should find out either to Monday or Tuesday this week. But we do appreciate Luck. He's the one who got us to App State last year, and we're excited about it. We've already told him, guys, if this thing ever takes off, Wug's got one of the 5, or see, there's 2 of us, so we'd have 5 people. One of the 3 available open spots. He'll be kind of our Pat McAfee of the show. He will be wearing the banana suit provided to him by T Castle over here. But again, guys, we're excited to be back in Neyland. We're looking to go to G10. We're going to hit up all the
G10 parking
tailgates.
lot, baby, or parking garage. Let me specify.
Yeah, and hopefully, if we get a good place, maybe if we get to figure out we get the tickets, me and Castle can maybe set up something and do a live down there, a live little episode with all the tailgaters, have them involved, and
If not,
go
we'll
from
definitely
there.
be doing clips.
Shout out to West Virginia football. We ain't going to cover them in this one, but appreciate that loss yesterday, dropping ticket prices down to make it a little bit more feasible
cheaper, baby.
Yep.
TCU Colorado is ones I'm leaning towards. So
yep.
And I know they dropped a little bit yesterday, but I'm gonna look again tonight. But like I told you, I think we should wait till closer because I'm not too high right now in West Virginia. It could be a bad game if we go to it, but still,
it's true. I already know a couple West Virginia people that are going to the TCU game. Some West Virginia fans have always said they've already bought tickets to that. So we are at that game. We'd love to meet you guys.
Absolutely.
But also, I want to shout out to, again, like our social medias are still blowing up. We're averaging 116,000 views on our Facebook page, over 90,000 on everything else. We appreciate everybody, all the new people that's speaking up. If people that may have been there and hasn't said anything, you guys comment and liking our stuff. We appreciate it.
Just dropping by, hitting that like. If you're on YouTube, you hit that subscribe. You know what, Hez? I meant to call our $100 winner for this pod.
Well, he's been blocked.
He's been blocked.
Yes. He's no longer
not that $100 winner, our secondary.
You're talking about the
real person.
Person.
Yeah, a real person. Actually, you keep talking here. I'm going to message him and see if he will come on just for like 2 seconds.
That's completely fine. But yeah. We did. Speaking of the YouTube winner, before we get him on here, we had one, and guys, we felt a little uneasy about it because it was a little fishy, and we didn't want the $100 giveaway / T-shirt to go to somebody that was just either just there for the money, which is probably our fault on that end as far as the giveaway. We probably should have been a little more clear about it. But it was a little fishy. They were from Canada. Things wasn't adding up. As far as their messages and how they were following us.
Spam accounts right after.
Got hit with a bunch of spam accounts. I even had another account message us and say that showed their story that they were saying we were spammers and they were going to report us to YouTube.
Spammers.
Yeah, so it was a whole thing, and we just didn't feel comfortable. We have been 100% faithful in all of our giveaways we've done. It's the first big chunk money. We've done 100. I think we've done 50 to 25 in the past, T-shirts. So we just didn't want it to go to somebody that wasn't I guess, a real person or somebody who's just out there just spamming people. So we revoked that victory or that win to them and then did another completely random one. It went to Josh Hill. If you were watching our live during the game day kickoff, it went to Josh Hill. We did present him with that $100. We transactioned that over to him, and actually we've had conversations with him. We've talked to him.
He's a real person.
Know he's a real person. I think Castle's got his contact information. He's going to try to see if he can come on here and just be happy to be part of this. Castle, if you want to, you could send him he could download the shout out Riverside.
I was just going to FaceTime him here and just let him talk.
That's
the
fine.
Viewers can listen. So it might be just easiest. I did text him. I asked him if he had about 3 minutes. So we'll see what he says. He might just come in randomly, so y'all might get to hear him talk about his $100 winnings. But that's why we did have to go with that. Next giveaway we do, of course, Hess and I are going to make sure to clarify that we either, we'll need to call you, verify who you are, or get you just to send a picture of your ID, something along that lines. Guys.
We did. I mean, guys, we
tried it. We requested this. I mean, real simple. We told him if he could provide that, he or she, I don't know, if they could provide that, we would be more than glad to send $100 to them. So, and
it just didn't. It was a fight. It was a big fight.
Yeah, and it looked really stuff wasn't adding up, and it looked kind of sketchy. So
so we're.
Yeah. So in other words, we're not going to give $100 to a spam account.
That's exactly right. You're speaking truth right now.
Just no $100 to a spam account. That's the whole point of the talk there. But yeah, shout out to the Pioneers.
Yes.
Big win against Patrick Henry. I kept up with that game thanks to TTS keeping me in the loop while I was at my son's birthday party.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. Very big game.
14 final, right? 40 or 40.
Yes. I'm going to play the little devil's advocate here. Pioneers got to clean up the turnovers.
Yeah, we had 3
got to clean it up. That 14-14 halftime score had a lot of people shocked. We were keeping up with it as best we could. We wasn't actually there due to the birthday party. But clean up the turnovers, guys. Defense definitely played better across the board. That was good to see. Was excited to see them score. And, again, shout out to Mike Reese. Again, he went 26 for 32, 81% completion percentage. He had 328 yards and 3 touchdowns. Pretty sure he rushed for one there too. Mike, I don't think he hit 100 yards rushing, but he had a couple of yards rushing. Lane Jesse had 2 rushing touchdowns, or 1 or 2 rushing touchdowns. Toby Baker had a receiving touchdown.
Toby Baker had 191 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Way up.
Toby Baker, 191. So, yeah, I mean, that connection's been big here in Southwest Virginia, and especially for Mike. Those two have got some kind of special connection. Wesley Alexander, shout out to him.
Man. I was watching him on NFHS when I got home. I was picking up a little bit of the game. He got, a sack, maybe.
Yeah, he had a sack. He was controlling that defensive line, really doing some big things.
Played very well.
Yeah, so, and guys, he's a freshman, so he's going to be there for a while. Yeah, shout out to him. But we're excited about the Pioneers. I cannot remember who they got up next. Let me see if I can find that schedule.
While Hess is doing that, I just want to give Hess another shout out. Hess went 10 for 10. Was it 10? Did you pick 10 games?
I think it was 10 or 11.
10 or 11. He went perfect on his high school pick. So if any of y'all are doing that with the paper, I know Lebanon Paper still does that, and they do actually give away money on that. So maybe you should tune in and reach out to TTS before you do your picks.
Yeah,
and extremely close on some of those points.
I think
very close on the spreads.
3 or 4 of them one was identical, and three others I think were within a point on the.
And we only in week 2 of this, guys, in high school football. Yeah. And like I said in the last episode, in case y'all didn't listen, Hess and I plan on going to another high school game. Probably be just depending on if we go to the UAB game or not that Saturday. But probably around the 19th, 18th, right through there. It's probably about week 4. We'll be back in the high school stands somewhere. We're going to let you.
It looks like Lebanon plays Marion on the 12th at Marion. They go on the road again, and then they have at home on the 19th. They play Royal Retreat, and then on the 26th, Richlands comes to Lebanon, and then they go on the road for 3 straight. One I would like
coming up later. Yeah.
One I would like to circle for maybe me and you to go to would be that Union game or that Graham game. Granted, we'd have to travel to Union or Graham, but I'd just like to kind of be there for that because I think it's going to be a really two good matchups there. But, yeah, we're definitely going to get back to a Pioneer game for sure or a Honeacre game. Gate City, I want to shout out to them. They were projected to lose on almost everything that I looked at. 35-7 was most of the scores, and they lost 21-20 to Dobbins Bennett.
26-20.
26-20. big Gate City, one of the biggest rivals, but much respect for that program. Joseph Vaughn,
Absolutely.
Joe Vaughn, big Vols fan. He's been a big TTS follower for since we've been doing this. Great to see that program. They're kind of like the Hokies. If Hokies are playing good, college football's better. When Gate City's good, high school football in this area is better. So it was good to see them represent down there. It's the first time they played each other since 1970.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So
Even
it was
though
only the
they're that
second.
close? Huh.
Yeah. So it was good to see. So shout out to Gate City and that program. A lot of people still bragging about Parker Lowe. I know Hunacre's game didn't turn out the way they wanted, but a lot of people still talking big about him and that arm talent. So keep working, keep doing your thing, big guy.
One kid on Hunacre did. I don't know if it was Parker Lowe, but somebody did get injured during that game.
I know Avery missed the whole game.
Yeah,
I think Avery started. And I think he came in with he got a collarbone. I don't know if that was due to the shoulder injury from last week.
Okay.
So
yeah, I knew he went out with collarbone.
Yeah, that was Avery.
Because I heard one of our spectators there, one of our listeners, Ethan Witt. Shout out to Ethan. He was at the Hunacre game and he told me it was pretty bad.
Yeah, that collarbone is not a good injury to come back from, especially in that position. So wish him a speedy recovery because he's a dynamic player for the Tigers and one of the best players probably in this area, if not the state of Virginia. So hope he gets better soon.
Excellent.
Hope it's not as bad.
Hope it's not as bad either. I like it when the Tigers are good, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it good, especially this. I like when all the teams down here in this area because I feel like in Southwest Virginia we get overlooked a lot.
Absolutely, yeah.
Heard anything from our $100 giveaway winner?
I have not. So, like I said, I just maybe throughout the whatever. If he's not taking a nap or something, it's Sunday. I get that. You gotta have that Sunday nap. After lunch. So, if he gets back with me here shortly, I'll just tell you, be like, hey, he's here.
All right.
And we'll drop it in there if we can get him, guys. If we can't, no biggie. But just want to let him talk about that $100. Maybe he can tell us what he's going to buy.
Maybe he'll donate it back to TTS because now we're broke.
Yeah, we need some money, guys. So hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Keep sharing all of our videos. We need to build back up the pot. We emptied it. So
yeah, we did.
Shout out to our sponsors for helping us get there.
Yeah, shout out to the sponsors: Brian Long, Next Level Fitness, BW Insights, and Little's Lawn Care. I hope Brandon Little, guys, if you didn't get your yard mowed this weekend, B Little's been on vacation. He'll be back next week.
Be back next week. Yep, yard's getting ready to slow down, but he does some other stuff too, right?
Yeah, he cleans driveways.
Clean driveways. Clean out
as
your
gutters. Clean out your gutters, blow your leaves. He'll take care of all your fall stuff you need for your yard. He'll also do some winter stuff.
I might have to holler and come get my fence line.
There you go.
That's the thing, man. I don't even have trees on my property, but I get all the leaves because I got a fence line.
I tell you, take care of that fence line. Go to Lowe's. Go to Lowe's and buy one of them cheap torches, and we'll go down that fence line. And we'll burn all them leaves out.
Probably burn my fence.
But it's metal. It'll be okay.
That's true.
Burn that grass. Then you won't have to weed eat.
That's true.
2 for 1.
2 for 1. Yeah, I hate trimming around the fence line.
I do too. Kills that weed eater string too.
You just go through it.
And a fun hack here. Weed eater. People who weed eat a lot, if you'll buy a brand new thing of weed eater string and dip it in a bucket of water and let it sit there, either the whole time you're using it or just for the first 24 to 48 hours, it'll last 10 times longer.
Put it in a bucket, turn the lid upside down, pull the string out of there, let it soak, and pull it out. And it's supposed to last 10 times longer.
Absolutely.
It's supposed to be more durable. Look at us giving dad advice here.
Look at this. Look at us.
Fatherly insights right here. Maybe we should change the name. If we get banned for being spammers on YouTube, we're going to change the name to Two Tylers Talking Sports. Just letting y'all know.
That's right.
We're going to add another T. But Hess, you ready to get into this week 2 recap, my brother?
Yes, absolutely, man. You want to start it off?
Yeah, sure. Very happy, very pleased with this one. I'm glad you put them first. Appalachian State overcomes 4 turnovers in a 20-13 victory over FCS Lindenwood. I was kind of surprised until you told me that they had 4 turnovers of this score because App State absolutely dominated Charlotte in week 1. But they got a dominant quarterback there. I think they got a very consistent quarterback with A.J. Swan. Another impressive game for him, 293 yards, 19 of 34, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And they also can run the ball.
Yes, they can.
Can't never say this guy's name. Debinian. That's what I'm going to go with. App State fans, don't come at me. I know y'all won't because y'all are the greatest fan base probably I've ever met. But 194 yards on 25 carries. Excellent game for him, almost 200 yards rushing. So, and then they had a receiving 141 yards from Strowman.
Yeah.
Impressive, man.
They did very
I know
well.
It's only 20 points, but the turnovers absolutely killed them.
You take away those turnovers.
Here's the main thing. Found out a way to still win, even turning the ball over like that. So 2-0.
I mean,
very, very, very pleased with App State so far.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, the turnovers, they don't have those turnovers. This game's not even this close. I mean, you look at the yards here. I mean,
look at the stat difference.
The other team, I mean, their quarterback, Glantz, he had 217 yards. They only had 20 yards rushing, had 1 sack. I mean, overall, App State, they dominated this game, which was expected. First home game for them. Sunbelt's looking good this year.
Baby. Yeah, Sunbelt looks great. Sunbelt looks great.
It's a great conference. A lot of good teams there. We'll talk about another one here in just a little bit, but Sunbelt's going to be a very competitive conference. I think App State's going to be one of the teams to watch out for in that Sunbelt. Really hoping to see them in the Sunbelt
much improved from last year.
And before we move on to the next one, I also want to say the River Street people. We made a post on our TTS about anybody going to games yesterday. Send us your pictures. We had one from Eric Deskins. He was down at the Alabama game. We had Aubrey Brown. She was at the Tennessee game. Had some other ones.
Would have had a tech one, but the service is so bad in Blacksburg, he couldn't get the picture to come out. So
hey, all good.
Would have had a tech one, but yeah.
But River Street, they sent us a picture. The River Street people sent us a picture of the River Street, and they said they're excited for us to be back there. They're waiting for us, and they're ready for TTS to come back.
That's right, baby.
Love them people. Cannot wait to be down there. Hopefully we can do this down there with you guys. It's going to be great.
That would be awesome. That's our goal. That's why Hess is testing this out. That's really where we're going to try to set up somewhere right there. That way you can have the crowd behind us, the noise, everything. You can get the full game environment before we go into App State and Oregon State. And I'm pumped for that game.
So probably that week, guys, I mean, I know this is a ways out. It's a month. October 4th is where we're going to be down to App State for that Oregon State game. We'll probably drop one episode on Monday that week, and then our next episode will come out Saturday morning while we are at Boone. It'll be a live episode. Should be able to get Wi-Fi, hopefully. I'll figure out something to make that happen.
We'll get it figured out.
Yep.
If not, we'll get Starlink before we go.
Oh, boy. Shout out Starlink. No free shout outs.
Reach out to Mr. Musk. Yeah.
Yep. Next game.
Man, I'll let you start this one off. Gosh, I was texting you last night on this. Bad.
Man, take my hat off of this one. Vanderbilt traveled to Blacksburg. This was the second game of the home and home from last year where Tech went to Nashville to play Vandy. Tech looked good. First quarter.
Tech looked great.
Second quarter looked good. What was they up, 20-17?
20-10 at half.
20-10 half, and then I think I switched back to – I was going through a bunch of games yesterday, and I switched back. I think it was 2017 when I finally tuned back in, and then from that point on, it was an absolute steamroll by Vandy. Yeah. Vandy ended up winning this game. Yeah, 44-20.
I was going to say 34 unanswered points.
Yeah, it was
34 unanswered points.
It was abysmal. It was disappointing. I mean, even coming from Vols fans, Florida fans who went through it this week, a lot of college football fans, especially from what I've been seeing on social media, disappointment from the Tech program because this is not what you expect from Tech because this wasn't just a beatdown. This wasn't just a Vandy overpowered them. This was an absolute just coaching nightmare. Mm-hmm. It was a letdown from the team. I mean, I think you said it best in one of the messages we were talking back and forth. They quit. The offensive line quit blocking. Defensive line was giving up. I mean, you could drove a Mack truck.
Runs, back to back to back. I mean, I told you they quit. They just quit.
It was atrocious. It was a lack of what, Castle?
Discipline. DISCLIPINE. No discipline. I tell you.
I mean, it felt like Pride just quit. I mean, the whole team just quit. Drones they'd snap the ball, and by the time he got the ball in his hands, he already had 2 defenders on him, and he'd roll out, and then there was another one hitting him.
Exactly.
It was bad all the way around. I'm 33 years old. I've watched college football probably for the last, we'll say, 20 solid years, and I have never seen a team just stop playing hard and fighting for that college and the team they play for like the Hokies did yesterday. It was embarrassing for college football. It was embarrassing for Blacksburg. And I was going through socials, and this one comment stuck out to me last night. And I think this rings true. This was not on our socials. This was on another one. I think this was on one of the Hokies pages. TR Bowman 41 said, "I followed this team for 25 plus years, been to 75 plus games, seen incredible wins where it seemed like we had no chance. Had my heart broken in games we should have won, but at no point in time did I lose faith in a team to do amazing things and be amazing to follow the ride. Always hoping to take the next step forward and feeling heartbreak of just barely missing out on something great. I've always loved this team for its heart. It's gone. I no longer recognize this program I once loved, so I am done. Until my heart comes back, I'm gone. Leadership is fully to blame." This comes from a Hokie fan of 25 plus years. Goes to games, obviously, probably.
Got my media button.
Yes, probably a season ticket holder.
Can't blame the guy. I told you last night I would be, I failed it for Tech fan. I know Brian's one of and Joe Lewis, all those guys, some of them that go to a lot of games and been diehard Hokie fans. Ethan Witt, he was at the game last night. I texted him, I was like, "Sorry, bud, I thought y'all had him." I really did. I wanted Tech to win this game. Obviously, I can't stand Vandy. They're in the state team I cheer for, but I can't be biased. But a team I cheer for. And, yeah, man, I was blown away. I know he's texting a lot during that game because I actually turned over and just watched the Tech and Vandy game because I was like, what is going on? Yeah. Because every time I looked to score, it just kept going. And so I finally turned it over and I was like, oh, this team quit. It did. And if you're a Hokie fan, we put up a poll if you want Pry fired. I think maybe one or two people said no, just probably due to money.
Well, I know one of them was Cameron Barbado, UVA fan. So the UVA fans definitely want him.
Obviously, he don't want him fired. But I'm saying, as far as like Hokie fans, we had a lot of votes want him fired, and I'm not even a Hokie fan, but I want him fired. I think it's terrible. It's bad. It's a disgrace. I like it when Tech's good and when Tech fans can come up to me and talk smack and say, "Hey, we beat Tennessee this year." I love that. I love the back and forth. That's the whole point of it. But I wanted to bring up this stat here. I sent it to you this morning. Virginia Tech has not beaten an out-of-conference Power 4 team since 2017.
And that would have been Ohio State. I think that was the Michael Brewer.
Frank Beamer. Right?
Yeah,
is that when he
Michael Brewer
finished up as his last year?
I think so.
Time
could be wrong there.
Could be wrong, but I think that's right around the end of his era. It might have been Fuente's first year, maybe. I don't know.
It might have been. I think it was Fuente's first year.
It's right through there. So I think Fuente did, but that was Frank Beamer's players.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on Tech. They look terrible. They got ODU
coming
up this week.
It was Justin Fuente.
BU are high on Old Dominion. They look good against Indiana. I know they lost, but they did hang around, make that game kind of interesting. So, guys, if you're a Tech fan, I don't look for ODU to lose this game.
Hold on one second. It was Justin Fuente's second year at Virginia Tech.
Second year. Okay, so Beamer retired in 15?
Yes.
Wow, 10 years already in retirement. That's crazy.
I want to see who that was they beat that year. That year, they beat Oklahoma. They started out the season ranked 24th. Nope, they started out the season ranked 18. Oh, no, sorry. They finished 2016 ranked 16th in the country, beat Arkansas in 2016 in the Dukes Mayo Bowl. Then they beat West Virginia. I think that might be it, maybe. They beat West Virginia, came out to start the season off ranked 24th in the country in 2017, beat West Virginia 31-24. Then they were undefeated until they played Clemson. They lost 31-17 to Clemson at Blacksburg. Came back still ranked 24th in the country, then lost to Miami at Miami 28-10. So their last Power 5 victory was against West Virginia, the very first game of the year in 2017.
That's tough, man.
It's been downhill ever since.
Truly. It's just gotten worse and worse. AD's got, you got to be, it's time.
I think it's time for him to move on too.
4 years?
Yeah, this is 4th year.
Yeah, it's time. It's not working.
Well, I even look at it this way. Let's look at
hang on. Let me specify that. If Tech lost this game by 3 points or so, and they played till the last, till the clock hit 0 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. If
they actually finished the game off, I would have more respect for Pry.
Yeah, I agree. They did. The coaching quit. Everybody quit. The whole team was a letdown. I don't know how he even shows up today or tomorrow to talk. I don't know what you say.
What do you say? Because third quarter, hand the game over at the end of the third quarter. It's like, we lost.
It was embarrassment. But I mean, I look at this. I'm going to blame the AD a little bit here too, because I mean, let's look at the Hokies as a whole.
Yeah.
College basketball, they were on the rise in college basketball when they had Buzz Williams as a head coach in basketball. They were on the rise.
Texas A&M.
Yep. They let him walk, and they were on their way. I mean, they were a top 25 team year in and year out. Baseball program's been kind of down this past year, hit or miss. But I mean, their women's basketball program, they lost that coach. He went to Kentucky, which then took all their recruits. I mean, the money, they had good coaches in place on other programs, and the AD will not spend the money, whether they have it or not. I would think they have it. But I mean, I just feel like
$80 million short apparently where they want to be. They want to be at $200 million plus. I think Clemson's 213.
Yeah,
I think they're the highest in the ACC, and I think Tech wants to be right up there with them. But I mean, you're going to have to get rid of some of the coaches you got right now and just pay those contracts and try to get somebody else in.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, another thing too. We'll finish up with this game. I mean, no sacks. Tech with no sacks.
Tech's defense, they fell apart in the second half. They looked great in the first half.
They did great.
This team. I told you, this team is like a 3-quarter team.
I mean, the offense couldn't move the ball. I mean, the defense was going ragged. I mean, how many? They had 5 straight 3-and-outs.
Yeah. The defense was great.
You had some fumbles and stuff like that. I mean, it was just.
I picked Tech to win. That's probably what caused it. But I picked Tech.
I did too. I think Krista did too. I think most of the people in there picked Tech.
I was like, it's at it's in Blacksburg. You got the awesome entrance, the first home game. The fans are going to be going crazy, but I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
But it's like that. It's like that one announcer said. The best thing out of Tech right now is the entrance.
I mean, it was like he said. He said, until as a country we stop talking about Virginia Tech's entrance and start talking about the product on the field, Tech's never going to be irrelevant again.
Sad but true.
And it is.
Sad,
I mean, you think about it.
It's a close school to us, and I got a lot of people around this area, huge Tech fans, and I have family go to Tech. I don't know, man. I was very, very disappointed, and it sucks because I have to watch Pavia dominate Tech. He was 12 for 18, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 193 yards, and then Young, their running back, 8 carries, 1 touchdown, 95 yards. This is a stat that still blows my mind. I think it was bad last week as well, if I'm not mistaken. In South Carolina, I can look. Leading rusher, Kyron Jones, 36 yards.
Yeah.
As the leading rusher.
13 carries. No offense. I think, too, Pavia was slicing them up, too, rushing. I think he finished around 70 yards rushing. So
yeah, which Pavier's he's good.
Yeah.
But Jones, Jones might go down as, like you said, biggest one-hit wonder. What the heck happened?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because 2 years ago, we was high on Jones.
Yeah,
everybody
was. You go into last year, going into that season, he was in the top 10 for Heisman.
I think he was dark horse for Heisman, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
He finished the game 134 yards, 17 to 29 passing. Nothing impressive there. But Tech should have won this game, guys. Tech, in my opinion, is better. No offense. I hope I don't get hate on this, but I think they're better than Vandy. Thought they were. Should have been.
Tech's got better talent than what they've been playing with these last 2 weeks. They should have beat South Carolina.
South Carolina.
They should have beat Vandy.
South Carolina didn't look crazy good.
Yeah.
Against South Carolina State. So.
Yeah. But I will say, there's a lot of games. Back to the title of this one. I think it's Storm and Broken Dreams.
Yeah.
A lot of bad weather yesterday. There was a couple games that got delayed multiple hours.
South Carolina was delayed. Georgia was delayed. Everything on the East Coast.
South Carolina game, I think they got to the coin toss ready to go, and they delayed it for 3 hours. Yeah. So
that plays a little bit of a. Because you come in with all that hype and everything, and then you got to sit there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, what can you do? Because you can't go out on the field because of the lightning and stuff. So you're just sitting there.
You're sitting in the locker room.
That plays a little bit into it, for sure.
A little sluggish.
But yeah, Tech fans, going to be a long season. I think the right move is to go ahead and start finding a new coach.
Yeah, start looking now. Because I don't know who Tech plays after ODU, but I know they're getting ready to get into conference play.
Yeah.
Granted, they did just play 2 SEC schools. Tough openers. I'll give them that. 2 tough teams to open with, but still, Tech was in both of these games, and they found a way to lose.
Yeah.
Good teams don't find a way to lose. Good teams find a way to win.
That's exactly right.
Right now, Tech is not a good team. I'll just say it.
No, not all the way across the board.
And I hate it for a Tech fan base. I know we got a lot of Tech listeners. I hate it for y'all. But I do think the right thing to do right now, like I said, go ahead and start looking for your coach and find the right time, find the right moment. Go ahead and get rid of
Yeah.
Bry. He's not your guy. Y'all are
Not the
doing the
guy.
same carousel that I just went through, previously. That
I think it's worse.
Many fan bases in colleges have to go through before they find the right guy.
But the thing,
it's not Bry.
just a comparison though, and we'll move on. The thing that's, yes, a lot of these teams, Vols, other fan bases have went through these coaching carousels, but what you haven't seen at Tech is the recruiting. I mean, when Butch Jones was at Tennessee, even when Dooley was there, they were still getting. I mean, you were getting some big name recruits, maybe not as many as they get now, but I mean, you were still getting some recruits that were worse than Tech. They're struggling to even recruit their own state. They're ranked number 3 or 4 in the state of Virginia.
That campus is amazing. It's a great school. Attendance is way up. One of the best engineering schools in America.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on there, Tech. I hope they get this program turned around. Hess and I will probably still talk about it. We'll see. But we talked about going to the Miami game. But, I mean, Carson Beck will have a heyday up there if they keep this up.
Miami will have a heyday as a team.
Yeah, Miami in general will have a heyday. That freshman wide receiver I told y'all about will probably have 200 freaking
that defense. Yards. That defensive line alone will dominate Virginia.
Oh, will dominate. Better get things turned around fast. And sadly, I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I just don't think.
What game we got next? What game we got next here, Castle?
LSU versus Louisiana Tech. Nussmeier looks like he led him to another victory here. 237 yards on the passing game. LSU does win this game 23-7. Nussmeier was 26 of 41, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not really that impressed with this win.
I mean,
I told you about that. I said the score's a little bit tighter than I thought it would be. 23-7. I mean, they did get the win, but that should have been a much, much larger victory.
I mean, it was like the title of this one says, a very feisty Louisiana Tech team. Their defense is playing really good. But, I mean, LSU, their defense did what we expected them to do. I mean, they held them to 50 yards passing, 22 yards rushing.
Yeah.
The Louisiana Tech even crossed. The defense is there for the offense. I mean, this is a shocking thing for me. They have 56 yards total rushing. Mm-hmm. Nussmeier is not – they don't have the team to just win, especially when they get into conference play, to just win single-handedly on his arm. Is he great enough to keep him in a game? Yeah, but they're going to need that running game. And you're playing Louisiana Tech, which is probably better than Virginia Tech, but LSU, Louisiana State University, should dominate Louisiana Tech. And
that's what I'm getting at.
This game, I mean, it's
Louisiana Tech, but it's just the talent on the field should be lights out.
But I mean, hats off to their defense to really just keep them in that game, because I think at one point it was like 10-7.
Yeah, it was close.
And LSU's defense just wasn't letting up. I almost want to say the one touchdown they scored was on I think they got an interception and got it within the goal line, and then they just threw a little dump pass to the wide receiver. I think that was Nussmeier's turnover. I think it got Louisiana Tech in the red zone, and then they ended up scoring a couple plays later. So, I mean, I don't know. LSU, the Clemson game, you kind of got impressed after that. But then
doesn't look as good, yeah.
Doesn't look good. Then you struggle here against Louisiana Tech. Then you got a Florida team. We're going to touch base on that. That's coming in probably a little pissed off after what happened yesterday. Going to be interesting. Going to be an interesting game next week for them two programs. I'm not as high on LSU as I was.
No.
I think
Nussmeier. I still like Nussmeier.
I like Nussmeier, but I don't know. That game should have easily been like a 47-7 victory, not a 23-7.
Let's just be honest. This is what Brian Kelly does.
This is Brian Kelly.
That's what he does every year.
Yeah, and I just
squeaks by. Still got to win. They're still 2-0. That's the main thing. But
2-0.
But when I saw this score, I was like, dude, this should have been like, no offense to Louisiana Tech, but it should have been like 45-10.
Yeah.
And I think the spread was up there somewhere near that.
Next game we got, another game that you kind of expect a little higher scoring. This one was affected. This was affected by halftime weather delay. It lasted 2 hours and 47 minutes or something, like almost 3 hours. Georgia taking on Austin Peay, first home game of the season, or second home game of the season after playing Marshall, dominate Marshall. Austin Peay, no slouch in that FCS division, great defense. The Governors came in playing hard. But Georgia did play 7 running backs. Stockton did play most of the game, but they did play most of the second string in the second half after the weather delay. I think that was due to that. But, I mean, it's no excuse. You're playing Austin Peay. 28-6, though, was the final there. Stockton was 26-34. He had no touchdowns. Big thing with Stockton, we've yet to really see him unleash the deep ball. They were talking about that. Getting that deep ball down there.
His average pass was 8.4 yards in that game.
Yeah. But the other thing, though, they've been talking about Mike Bobo has been wanting, and Kirby are wanting to get back to Georgia dominating with the run game. Yeah. Leading rusher did have 69 yards, but they did have 7 guys carry the football. Them and Tennessee are the only programs in the country that have more than 3 running backs to score a touchdown this year. Georgia has 6 running backs score a touchdown this year. I think Tennessee's now has 4. So
you're telling me we're going to see a lot of running next week, Kim?
It looks like it's going to be. I mean, I think that's the one way you slow down the tempo going into the Tennessee game. You dominate on the running game. And Stockton does play well out of the play action. But I was happy to see Colby Young step up 76 yards receiving. Austin Peay really did a good job in slowing down Zachariah Branch. And you didn't see much out of
with 5 receptions and like 14 yards or something.
Yeah, but I don't remember. He only played a couple plays after the halftime, so I think they're looking ahead in a way. Hey, we need these guys next week. Had the game. I mean, they knew they had the game in hand. You look at games like this. The positive, if you're a Georgia fan, you played a ton of players. I mean, they showed the depth. I mean, they went down to the 3rd, 4th, 5th string players on defense and offense on the lines, and that was good to see. You want to see now number 6 ranked team in the country play better. You want to see a higher score, but you did get the win. You're 2-0 going into a big game. You're healthy. I mean, I don't remember the last time that Tennessee and Georgia have played each other where both sides. I mean, Tennessee's not even healthy on both sides, but especially on Georgia's side. Georgia every year for the last at least 3 or 4, we've came in with a wide receiver out or a tight end out or a star defensive player out. So they're going into Neyland healthy, and that's what you want for that hostile environment. Is it something to be upset about as a Georgia fan? Probably not. You won 28-6. Does it hurt the pride a little bit? Absolutely. But
sure,
a win's a win. And hats off to the Governors and Austin Peay, the quarterback, Colby Parsons. Very good little quarterback, very mobile, very accurate. I think at one point, he started out the game 15 for 15. So he struggled down the stretch there. But defense, I think Georgia forced 4 turnovers in the game.
I think you told me 14th, right?
Do what?
They're ranked 14th, right, in their division?
I think they're ranked in the top 25, yeah.
Yeah, because they're a little bit ahead of the ETSU.
Yeah,
solid team. I didn't get to watch much of this game, but I was texting you. I was like, "What's going on with the score here?" Like, because it was 14-3.
There are a lot of times, guys. These teams, when you go play these big schools, they already got the money. It was like Grambling. The head coach said, "The only way we're going to compete with Ohio State this week is with our band, because we think our band's just as good as the Ohio State band, but we know what the product on the field is." So sometimes these teams have these agreements where they come in so a team don't murder them, because Austin Peay's got bigger things to worry about in their division, and Georgia coming out there and just killing all their players. But still, though, you look around the country, Tennessee put up 70 this week. Ohio State put up like 50, 60, something like that. Texas A&M put up 60. Oregon. I mean, you look at this, Alabama. You expect it. But, again, Kirby did sit out there and just played everybody. See what he got, except for the quarterback. We did see the backup in. He threw 2 passes, I think, in the 4th quarter, but they just ran the ball the whole game. So, Georgia fans, season starts next week. That's where we start, and we'll see what we got. Both teams will figure out what they got with Tennessee and Georgia. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a good one. What we got next?
Man, glad you put this one on here. We got Arch Manning taking on the Spartans here. San Jose.
Yeah.
Wasn't really that impressed with this score at the final. Kind of started off pretty rough, 3 and out real quick. Texas did find a way to get in rhythm. They won 38-7. Arch, a little bit better game than Ohio State, 19 of 30, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 295 yards passing. But with you, I told you this. He still looks lost.
He does.
He looks lost reading the defense. He's still trying to do that sidearm slinging. I'm not wild about that. Don't really like that. Did make some good connections. Did find the open wide receivers.
But he missed a ton of open.
But he missed a ton. I'm not that impressed with this Texas team. And the defense didn't look that great starting out. Egett, I think that's how you say his name, for San Jose. If he could have hit some of those deep balls, they had those corners beat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know with Texas right now. I think the hype was a little too high coming into the season.
Defensively, I don't know if I'm still pretty high on their defense.
They're a good defense team. Don't get me wrong. They are a defensive team.
Yeah, they forced 4 or 5 turnovers in that game. I know at least 4.
Yeah.
Most of them were fumbles. I think they did have 1 interception. But Arch, I mean, I watched some of the film. I went back to the Ohio State games. I mean, me and you were getting kind of hated on our TikTok and stuff, and people were messaging and saying, pump the brakes. Look, they were playing Ohio State. But if you look, he knew where to go with the ball. They were several times there in an Ohio State game, even yesterday, that he's seen the open receiver. He knew when to throw. Like, you could see that he's like, I got to hit it right now. And he hesitated and either dumped it to the running back or hit the tight end, or he threaded the needle. He waited too long to make that play and threaded the needle too much into double coverage. I don't know. It's like he's almost a step behind. Maybe 2 steps.
I'll say this. He looked improved from week 1. But there's still moments there I'm like,
I think this still validates our argument that we had last week on the episode where we said, when Arch looked good last year, he was either playing a cupcake teams, which I granted people say that some of these teams he played weren't cupcakes, but a cupcake teams, or plays that he knew exactly where he had to go. It's like when he has to make a decision, do I hit this guy or do I hit that guy? He hesitates too much.
He tries to process it in his head, yeah.
And you can't do that. And I mean, was the improvement there? Yes. I mean, the stat wise, definitely. But I don't know. When you play
playing a little bit less of a difficult
opponent. Texas goes to Florida this year. They go to Georgia this year.
They got tough schedule.
They got some tough defense. I mean, if I look at Ohio State,
He's going to have to turn it on. He's going to have to turn it on.
Ohio State's probably got the best defense in the country, speed and just pursuit to the football. And you're going to play equivalent, if not to 1B type defenses the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say that he's going to use this game, and now he's like, hey, I did it. I did very well.
Let's say this is. I know it's early in the season. Texas is 1-1. Let's say they end up going 8-4. Do we see Sark out at Texas?
I mean, there were talks there back with before Arch got there. I mean, the before last year, they were talks. It was rumbles.
There was a lot of rumbling there. That fan base is eager for a national championship.
And unlike most of these schools, they do have the money to buy out pretty much anybody.
Yeah. They can do what they want.
Big thing here for Texas is looking ahead. I mean, they got UTEP next week at home. They got Sam Houston, which Sam Houston's a scrappy little team on defense. That'll be a game to watch with Arch, see how he handles that Sam Houston defense. But then they go to Florida. They got the Oklahoma game, the Red River rivalry, right after the Florida game. Then they go to Kentucky. Mississippi State will touch base on that program. Vandy comes there. I mean, and then they got Georgia, Arkansas, and then A&M to round out the season. I mean, he's got 2 – in my eyes, Arch has got 2 games coming up. He's got to figure it out.
Yeah, he's got to figure it out.
If not, it's going to be difficult.
He needs to improve off this game. He needs to see a little bit sharper mechanics, a little bit quicker out of the pocket. Yeah. And I think Texas will be okay. If he can figure it out, I think Texas is fine. I think the defense carries him.
Yeah. And I think, too, though, you'll see the offense play a lot better once Arch figures it out.
I want Manning to be great because I want another Manning to cheer for in the NFL.
Yeah. And I think –
have to wait on Peyton's son, who's in 8th grade.
Yeah, they're already starting talking about him. They're already moving on to Marshall.
Already moving on to him.
So
that does have to suck, man. I mean, you're part of the legendary QB family, Hall of Famers, and you got to try and make a name for yourself. Like he's got the biggest pressure out of any player in college football this year. Any player. I just wonder. And let's just be honest, Texas will turn on him quicker than we would.
Yeah.
If he don't start playing like he's supposed to.
I mean, we've heard it for years. We're back. I mean, Texas they're itching to be back in that national spotlight in that national championship game. The pressure's high on Sark. The pressure's probably even higher on Arch. But I do think, just to piggyback what you just said there, I think the offense will look what we expect out of Texas this year if Arch figures it out, because I think the receivers will play better. He'll make quicker throws. The running game will be there, because right now it's like, let's get pressure on him, and then the running backs, they're blitzing to get pressure on Arch, and then they're already there for the running back. So they're not really having much of a running game. I mean, I know Randall had 100 – or not Randall, sorry, I skipped ahead there. Baxter, he had 64 yards. But, I mean, you think Texas, you think 100-yard rusher every game. So I think Arch figures it out. The offense is going to start hitting on all cylinders. The defense is going to be there, which is going to take pressure off that defense. Texas will be all right, but Arch has got to figure it out.
Got to figure it out. If you want to make it back to the Natty, he's got to figure it out and figure it out fast.
Absolutely.
I'll let you go on this next one.
Next one, we got number 8, Clemson survives a scare from the Sun Belt team, Troy. They win 27-16 as Wesco catches 2 second-half TDs to secure the victory for Clemson. Klubnik struggling this year.
He was Heisman favorite.
Yeah, he was a Heisman favorite, and I mean, it's 2 games here in a row at home, and they were down in this game for a while.
16-0.
And then, I mean, they scored 27 unanswered, but I mean, those 2 catches 2 touchdown catches in the second half by Wesco were huge because Clemson was not moving the ball. I think it was just a secondary breakdown from Troy that allowed those passes to even get there. Like you said, Klubnik has not looked good. Troy, I mean, the defense for Clemson kept them in the game. They forced 3 interceptions. I think they also had a fumble recovery, so it's 4 turnovers they forced that kept them in this game. You take those out of the equation, I think 2 of those drives that Troy had a fumble, they were inside the 30.
Troy was having their way. Let me say this, too. Troy was having their way in the trenches. They were moving. Moving the ball, running ball. I mean, 4 or 5 yards carry. I mean, moving the game. Moving
the football around, and I don't know. I don't think Dabo's in the hot seat by any means. I think he just signed a contract extension. I think Dabo's one of them guys that'll be there like Saban was with Bama. But, I mean, it's just something's not clicking there offensively. Defensively, it's there, but something's just a little off. But I don't think it's as big a red flag in Clemson as it is in Texas.
No.
Because we know what Klubnik can do. We know what Dabo can do. Good thing. I mean, the running back there, Randall, he converted. He was the number 1 wide receiver for him last year. He converted to running back this year, and he's been doing great the last 2 games playing against good defenses. So they have a run game. It's just finishing out the drives and just capitalizing on turnovers, which obviously they really didn't. You forced 4 turnovers and you only win 27-16, and they were down 16-0 to start the game. So
yeah, I was happy for Troy. I thought they was going to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I was really excited.
Again, we said it. Sun Belt's a really good conference this year. Clemson fans, I probably wouldn't be saying much.
I'd be a little quiet right now.
Yeah, I'd just be quiet and see what happens. They do travel to Georgia Tech next week. It's still up in the air if Haynes King plays. He did not play for Georgia Tech this past week.
Haynes King is healthy. That is a tough game.
It is a noon kickoff in Atlanta next week. If Haynes King's playing healthy, watch out.
It'd be tough.
If Haynes King's playing, definitely put him on upset alert. Clemson did fall to number 12. They've dropped 4 spots after the Troy game, so obviously people are seeing the struggles.
Offensive inconsistency. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It doesn't get much better after that. They do have Syracuse, who's a really tough team on defense. Fan Brown is a very disciplined coach. They're going to get better each week. They do have and then after that, to be determined on this on October 4th. We won't be at this game because we'll be in App State. Shout out River Street. They do travel to UNC. So we'll see. They have 2 tough games probably coming up here, especially just after how they played against Troy.
I want to give a shout out to Syracuse there. They won in overtime to UConn, a very tough UConn team. 27-20 game.
And they did. And a lot of people were giving Fran Brown a lot of scrutiny, but he made the team run wind sprints after the game.
Great coach.
Well, after the game, instead of doing post-game interviews, he had the whole team on the field running wind sprints. They ran the length of the field. They started out running from the end zone to the 10.
It looked like a speed walk, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's still out there. And who knows what he said in the locker room. I mean, I'm sure the locker room was people.
Into him, yeah.
So, I mean, that's what you want to see. Me personally, I like it. So, if you're a Clemson
let me throw this out there. Let me throw something out there. I was talking about Tech a minute ago. Would you try to go after Fran Brown?
It's going to be hard to get him from Syracuse, a conference school. But
that would be. But
that's somebody you passed on because if you hadn't signed prior to an extension, you could have got Fran from Georgia.
Yeah, I would have picked up Fran. Fran's a good coach.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I just thought of something. You know who I think the best coach for Virginia Tech would be?
Who?
Tim Banks.
Oh, God. No, I can't lose Tim.
It's happening. We know it's going to happen.
It's going to happen after this year.
And I think that will be a great fit for him, for somebody who knows has been to a program that builds themselves off their identity. You go to Blacksburg, you say, this is what we are in Blacksburg. He knows how to recruit because he is one of the big recruiters for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Recruits the state well. That will be, if I'm a Hokie fan, I hope Tim Banks decides to go the head coaching route next year.
And I wish him well.
he had plenty of offers last year, decided to stay back. So maybe he's just waiting for the right opportunity. And I think Tech will be a great place for him to go. So I wanted to throw that out there because it just hit me when you said that about Fran. I was like, who's be a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, somebody like that? That would be a next big coaching name. And I think Tim Banks is that guy.
Tim Banks can do it.
But granted, there's going to be a lot of jobs open next year. Some of these teams keep playing the way they are, and he's going to get offers from some big schools. So, not saying Tech would be a great starter though.
Oh yeah, great conference, good opponents, great fan base.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody's got to turn around up there. I was just curious what you thought about Fran Brown because he's done, in my opinion, he's done excellent with Syracuse.
He has done very well there. He's done. I mean, he took over for a good coach in Debo Babers. He was a great coach there at Syracuse. So I mean, I think he's done very well. I think he'll continue to do well. I think Syracuse is just a couple years away from being a powerhouse in the ACC.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. They're a step away.
I just wish they would get out of the Carrier Dome and just use that for basketball, and so they could actually have good camera angles. Because I hate watching a game in the Carrier Dome. Yeah, I hate it.
You see the white behind it and everything.
Yeah, but the cameras are so low, you don't get the overheads. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to get rid of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big one here. I texted you this one, and I was like, I think they're going to do it.
Yeah.
That was like in the second quarter. And I told you, I was like, I think they might pull it off. Mississippi State pulls past ahead of number 12, Arizona State, 24-20 on a late touchdown pass.
And it was
the
incredible.
Cowbells were ringing there.
That's all you could hear during that game.
Yeah. Yeah. That was probably the biggest factor that helped them win that game. Chapin here with 19 of 33, 279 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Excellent game from him. A little bit disappointed in Leavitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the Sam Leavitt I'm used to. This is not a stat line I like to see. 10 of 22, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 82 passing yards.
I'll take one of them interceptions away because it was on that very last drive. He threw it downfield. He overthrew the receiver by a mile. He was just trying to force something. So I'll say 1, but he did have 2 on the stat line. But I'll go out and say this. Mississippi State's defense played lights out in that game. They are the single-handedly the reason that Sam Leavitt had a bad game. The secondary was incredible. Chapin, quarterback from Mississippi State. Listened to him. I watched the end of this game. I have never seen a fan base completely. They dismantled both goalposts and took the uprights. They broke them in half from the crossbar.
That's probably their biggest win since like Dak Prescott.
It was the first win against a ranked. I got it right here.
And wasn't Mississippi State projected to win 1 game this year?
Yeah, they were projected to win 1 game this year. They're 2-0. They've already beat that out. This was their first non-conference ranked win since 1991 when they beat Texas 13-6.
Wow.
I hope with everything in me that Mike Leach was looking down and smiling about that game last night because that end of that game was the most Mike Leach coach game I've ever seen. The touchdown pass to win it was absolutely incredible because Arizona State went downfield. They were 2 yards away. The defense held them to a field goal on a 3rd and goal stop, and then they kicked a field goal. They went up 20-17. 30 seconds left in the game. It was 3rd and 9, Mississippi State. It was like a blown play. The quarterback fumbled the snap. He rolled out to the right and just threw it, and the wide receiver apparently is the fastest receiver in the country. I did not know this. Apparently he's a big track and field guy. He's the fastest guy in the country. Threw it, caught it, and he just blew it. I mean, he was gone. And that place erupted. And like I said, when it went final, before they could even get to the 50-yard line to shake hands, both goalposts were down, and they were broken into 3 different individual pieces, and they were taking them out of the stadium.
They were taking them out.
They won up the balls on goalposts taken down. That was
so.
I've never seen them break the uprights in half like that. It was incredible.
Fast, yeah.
Mississippi State. They keep playing this way with the way the offense has been, especially with Chapin and the way they're just not turning over the football. They're getting what they need to get. Like they're there to get the points. They take the points, and their defense is carrying them. Mississippi State's a better program than what a lot of people have thought, and it's good to see. Mississippi State. If I'm Ole Miss, I'm a little nervous. I know that's a big game for them coming up. I mean, later in the season, the Egg Bowl, but I'm a little nervous for Mississippi State. What is your take on just Mississippi State and everything?
Mississippi State this year. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pulling up their schedule right now.
Yeah, pull it up. I think they do. I think they play Tennessee.
They do. Mississippi State has a good game next week. Another game just to kind of build momentum. They got Alcorn State. Then they play Northern Illinois. And then Tennessee comes to town September 27th.
End of the month, yeah. 20 days.
Then they got Texas A&M, Florida. Texas comes to Mississippi State this year. And then Georgia comes to Mississippi State.
Interesting for all of us.
Yeah, I mean, Mississippi State's a team a lot of people had written off.
I mean, they beat a very sound and good team in Arizona State. Arizona State struggled. I mean, that entire game until like the third quarter, and then they woke up a little bit. But yeah,
I think it was it 17-0 at one point or 10-0?
I think it was 17-0.
Yeah,
for the longest time, and then finally Arizona started,
start clicking.
I'll be like, oh god, we got to play because we're going to lose this game, and they did end up losing. But pretty wild upset Saturday. Biggest upsets we've had so far.
Yeah, I'll let you take this next one just because you're a Vols fan. I'll let you have this one.
Yeah, South Florida played the Gators in the Swamp.
Well, actually, I think we both need to take this one since we both hate Florida just as equally.
Yeah, since we both hate them as much. But Grammatica, if y'all know, kicking family for generation to generation. I think I said this was the sixth son.
Yeah, I think it's the sixth Grammatica in the family.
Kicker. Wow.
Yes.
He hit the game-winning field goal to win 18-16 to upset number 13 Florida. And Napier is in the hot seat, big time. Lagway, pretty decent game from him. There's a couple balls his wide receivers should have helped him out with a little bit. 222 yards passing, 23 of 33, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But Brown for USF looked excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. 23-36, 1 touchdown, 263 yards passing. He also led him in rushing yards with 66 yards on 17 carries. Did have Bow there, 93 yards on 18 carries for Florida.
He is a monster. Apparently, he's the strongest weightlifting running back in the SEC. He doesn't look it. He's a skinny little dude, but
I don't know. That bottom half is pretty big, man.
They said his bench press is over 500.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, apparently he's a monster.
Might look small on TV, but I don't think he's that small.
Yeah.
If you got 500-pound bench press, you got some muscle on you.
Florida fans they were chanting Fire Napier after the game. They have also started a social media about Lagway. They've called him DJ Ukulele 2.0. They're saying that they're done. They're done with him. They said his play recognition is terrible. I seen somebody pulled his stats over the last so many games.
Play calling was terrible. Let me specify that. Play calling.
Time management was terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
It's terrible.
You get the ball back. What was it? 2-something, and Florida has the ball.
Yeah.
They're up, 2, I guess, at that time?
Yes.
Something like that. I can't remember the exact score. But they had 2 minutes left in the game, and the first play, they run a pass play, and it goes incomplete, so you ran 2 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
You run the ball in the first play. Always.
You do?
I know that. I haven't even coached.
That's right. You haven't even coached. You don't even know.
I don't even coach. I don't know. Terrible play calling, terrible coaching on Florida. This one's on Napier, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They can be mad at Lagway, but I didn't think this game was on him. Like I said, some of those receivers should have caught the ball. Just outside looking in. Napier, hot seat. But give Alex Golish credit. I mean, he played tough last year. He played some tight games. If you remember, he almost beat Bama. Did end up getting Florida this year. Now the Bulls are ranked 18th in the nation. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good team. Golish is texting Heupel, letting him know what he saw. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy to see Florida lose.
Yeah, it was. I was too. I mean, I do look at Florida though as a team that I want to see do good because it makes the Georgia game better. It makes the SEC better.
Hey, they got an easy schedule after this. It'll be easy.
Yeah, they just go to LSU next week. So if you're a Florida fan, I don't know that defense. If you're playing one of the top 3-4 defenses in the country next week.
They got the toughest schedule, in case y'all didn't know. They got the toughest schedule remaining easily.
And I would say that's a night game in Death Valley and LSU, so that's going to be a tough, hostile environment. They haven't had to play on the road yet. First road game of the season against a top team. Going to be interesting to see how that pans out, but I don't know. I mean, last year we looked at Napier and we were sitting here saying he needs to be fired, and then I think halfway through the season, you were saying Coach of the Year. So
they won 5 or 6. They finished the season off 6 straight, I think, right?
Yeah, they did, and I mean, I don't know that was all coaching though. At the end, Lagway did make some bad plays there. There was a lot, but to me, it felt like he was trying to do too much. I think some of the issues that we said with what we've seen last year with Nico and Tennessee, trying to do it all. Lagway needs to learn to, but he's young. He's still sophomore, so I mean, he's still trying to learn. And hey, you got weapons around you, but I mean, the play calling didn't help him, and the clock management was atrocious. So, if I'm a Florida fan, I don't know. It's a coin flip on how this season goes. You have plenty of opportunity, though, to rebound from this.
I'm a Florida fan. Pump the brakes right now. USF's a tough team. They just whooped the crap out of Boise, who's not a bad team either.
Here's what I want to say, though. Let's say USF plays Miami next week, and Miami trumps them 48-7.
We'll be having a different conversation next week when we meet. That's how it goes. That's college football.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Florida could go into LSU and surprise them.
That's what I'm saying. The opportunity's there. This game could be completely erased from memory if they go on a run here with these next couple of games.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So let's see what they do at LSU first before we start being fire Napier. Napier's better coach than Pry. I'll say that. At least Florida didn't look like they quit, in the game.
Yeah, it just looked like he kind of quit on play call.
Yeah, play calling was terrible.
Yes, real bad.
Big game here.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised at the stat lines at the end of this one. Wasn't really what I expected. Michigan goes on the road to Oklahoma. Ends up losing 24-13. John Mateer for Oklahoma had 2 touchdowns rushing, 1 passing, 21-34 on the day, 270 yards. College game day was there. Hype was there. Norman was rocking. That place, they had the stripes in the stands. Yeah, if I can talk here. Was it just end zones?
No, it was the whole stadium.
That's what I thought. Yeah. They striped it up. So it looked really good. The environment was good. Still not too impressed right now with Underwood. I think he's still young. I mean, you were talking about this. I mean, he's pretty much a senior in high school.
Yeah, he reclassified, so he should still be playing high school football.
But this kid is huge. I saw him, him and the wide receiver, I think it was, or the running back, they had a few words. And Underwood's a big kid. So if I'm Michigan, is what it is. It's his first year. Give him some time. I think Michigan will be fine. It's Michigan football. They're a defensive team. Run heavy team. I think they'll be fine.
I mean, Dave Portnoy already said they're going to only win 3 games this year. He said that after this game. Bryce Underwood, whatever you want to call him, he's young. I know a lot of Michigan fans on social media were saying, Moore needs to coach and call plays for him to throw the ball. I don't know if that's the right thing to do there. I mean, 9 for 24, obviously his accuracy was not there. Maybe it was offensive line. But it wasn't there. There's a potential there, yeah. But I just don't think he's worth $3 million a year. I don't see that right now.
Too young.
It's a lot of pressure on him. I think they need to go back to Michigan football and be the run heavy team with the defense, which their defense is pretty good. Wink Martindale does very well with that defense. But Oklahoma had them with their tempo. There's several times Michigan was looking to the sideline at Wink to try to get the play, and Mateer was snapping the football, and they were going downfield. I think 2 touchdowns they scored that the defense was looking toward the sideline when they scored. So there's a lot of things there. And you got the big suspension coming up. Moore is not allowed to be there. He's not allowed to even be on campus. This is completely different than a Jim Harbaugh suspension. He's not allowed to be on campus. Last night he had to fly back home. He's not allowed to be on campus as of today for the next 2 weeks. He's not allowed to communicate with the team for the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
If there's any communication by cell phone, email, or anything, it could be a full season suspension, if not a absolute revocation of his contract and some other stuff. So he's completely cannot communicate with the team.
Incognito.
Yeah, Michigan. Let me look at their schedule here real fast. See who they got coming up these next 2. I seen it last night.
More than 3 games. Yeah. I think
Michigan fans are in shambles right now.
I know, but calm down.
They got Central Michigan, and then they got Central Michigan, which should be a win. That game's at home in the big house. But then they do go to Nebraska on September 20th.
Nebraska looks good. I'll say that. Raul looks great.
And I'm glad you said that because we all talk about Raul trying to look like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all knew. There was an NFL tight end, got engaged Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. Who's his quarterback?
Never heard of him.
Who's his quarterback?
I don't know. Never heard of him.
Patrick Mahomes. Well, after this game, Dylan Raoul is number 1 target. His favorite tight end got engaged. It's really weird. Who would have thought?
Who would have guessed it, man? Comes out, walks out, does the same routine, everything.
Even does the little finger thing?
Yeah, everything. Exactly.
Yep. And now his tight end's engaged.
He does all that. Yeah.
So, but yeah, Michigan should win next week, but that Nebraska game could be interesting. But it's a good game for Underwear to get his head straight and maybe get things going and get more comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah.
Oklahoma looks like a very good team. Venables has done very well there. Not a team I want to play right now, especially. I do want to know, though, if Mateer betted on the over or under on this game. I'm kind of curious about that because it was 24-13. I feel like they could have scored more, so I kind of want to look into that and see if he was – I want to look at his Venmo transactions. Maybe he's got those private now.
Things going on there, yeah.
But we knew that coming in, though. I mean, he was Washington State's quarterback. This dude was throwing for 500 yards a game last year. He came to Oklahoma with his offensive coordinator, so there've been no changes in anything as far as play calling. So great pickup by Oklahoma. Nasty team, good defense. Venables doing very well there. Dark horse to win the SEC for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think they could surprise people.
This is a big game here. You were into this one.
Yeah, I was pretty mad about it too.
Yeah, Baylor upends number 17 at the time. Now no longer ranked SMU in 2 overtimes as Sawyer Robinson throws for another 400-yard game. He had 440 yards and 4 touchdowns. Baylor doing what Baylor usually does. We think of Baylor football, we think of a high-powered V8 engine running down the field, throwing deep passes, and that's what they did this entire game. Defense is not really there, but when you score 48 to 50 points a game, I don't really think it matters if you have a good defense because you're going to outscore everybody.
Yeah, that's truth. I mean, you won it on both sides, but yeah. I mean, I was pretty disappointed. I thought SMU had this game. They led, I think, with 6 minutes left. Don't know that stat. I saw a stat on that. SMU, they're kind of like Tech in that, one possession games and stuff. They've lost so many games. Yeah. But I hated that for SMU. I was high on SMU, still am, still like them. And this just tells me again,
a lot of opportunity here.
This tells me again that Auburn's definitely improved from last year. I'll say that.
Yeah, and I think if you're an SMU fan, if you're an ACC fan, SMU is still going to be a threat for the ACC. This game is again this
quarterback.
This could turn into one loss now with the playoff era is not detrimental. Baylor may run the table here, guys, and be a top ranked team before it's over. They may win the Big 12. So this could end up being a good loss. So SMU's fine. They got a good quarterback in Jennings. Just got to sew up some little mistakes, little bitty things here. Take a little bit of the pressure off the offense, sew up some of the defensive stuff. But SMU, I still think, is a threat. Maybe not as big a threat as we kind of thought with the ACC, but I still think they have a shot for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Early in the season.
Next game. This one hurts, but also I'm excited for you on this one and what we've seen. But our hometown team, or next door neighbor, I guess you could say, ETSU traveled to Neyland, and
that's about it.
That's about all they did.
That's about all they did. They traveled there, got their check probably, and headed home.
Did final score of this one
ride home probably.
Most points scored since last year when Tennessee scored 71.
Most points scored since 1937 is what they said in AP poll.
No. Last year you beat Kent State 71 to 6.
Oh. Yeah, but
so this
is scored though, right?
It's the most points scored. It's the most points scored in a game in the AP poll era, but you beat your record by 71.
Yeah, 72.
Or beat it by 1 point. Yeah. So
72, and Aguilar played 1 half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 half.
How'd Merklinger look?
He almost threw an interception. First pass of the game, he came in. He almost threw a pick, just like kind of how he did with Alabama. Came in, launched a bomb, interception. Did the same thing there, but then he settled in, and he actually looked. He looked fine. He looked good. Very athletic, very good pocket presence. I will say that might be the future of the Vols. We'll see, but I don't want to get ahead of myself to next year. So Aguilar looked great. Another stellar game. Happy to see his family there. His 82-year-old grandma was there. It was cool to see. 23-31, 2 touchdowns, 288 yards and a half. And then the running back room here, Hess. I told you, I feel like Tennessee is sneaking up on that RBU. Star Thomas, Duke transfer. Shout out to Duke. 12 carries, 3 touchdowns, 69 yards. Bishop is an absolute monster, and Peyton Lewis looks like a threat as well. We'll see what they got next week. McNamara, ETSU ran dual quarterback again this game. 11 of 18, 1 touchdown, 85 yards. Tennessee's defense was just too much. Honestly, this game should have been 72-10, but there was a bad snap by the center for Tennessee, put ETSU on the 2-yard line. So, yeah. And just 72-17. Not much to talk about there. I hate it for ETSU, but ETSU is a great program, and I think they'll be fine in their division. I'll say that.
Tempo was a big thing there. You just don't see that kind of tempo in that league. But my big thing here is Tennessee. If I'm a Tennessee fan, I like to see the fact that Brazel was leading receiver. Last week it was Staley. This week it was Brazel.
That was a big circle point.
I'm going to go to my defense. I'm going to go to my defense and future Virginia Tech head coach and Tim Banks. 2 players Arian what? What's his last name? Arian what? Arian Taylor? Arian, number 11. He leads you all in tackles. Linebacker.
Middle linebacker.
Yes.
Aaron Carter.
No. Maybe. Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter. Yes. Absolute stud. Probably one of my favorite players in the country.
That's right.
But also,
I'm not thinking of Carter, am I?
No. I thought it was Arian Taylor, but it's not Taylor. It's Arian something.
Aaron Carter.
But he's leading the SEC in tackles right now. He's leading in tackles right now. He is the leader of that defense, in my opinion. He is all over the ball, no matter which side of the football it's on. They even had him. Tim Banks had him spread out covering slot receivers so he can cover. He reminds me of who was the big linebacker down there that went to the Denver, got in trouble with some legal stuff.
I know who you're talking about. That's Bush Jones there. Long
hair. He reminds me of him. They call him the T-Rex when he was in Denver.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of him, a lot more physical than him.
Is that his last name?
No, not Maben. I'll figure it out. Alexander Johnson. Alex Johnson.
That wasn't his first name, was it? No. God, I need to test my memory. Might have been Johnson, but it wasn't Alex. You keep talking. I'll look up.
Yeah, Alexander Johnson.
Was it Alexander Johnson?
Alexander Johnson. Yep, played at Denver, number 45.
Really?
Yep.
That's his first name.
Yep.
Sorry, I know I'm not recognizing Alexander. They called him AJ Johnson.
Yeah, AJ. But yeah, Alexander Johnson. My boy here.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of him.
He was good.
But
Eason,
which all got acquitted of. Now all that was a bunch of fake stuff. But Tennessee's defense is nasty. That defensive line, but Eason is an absolute monster there for them. He is back in the backfield every time. He had 4 tackles in this game, 1 solo tackle. Almost had a couple sacks, tip passes. But Tennessee's defense is going to be a threat. I think last year they got carried by that defense, and for the most part of the season. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Right now, they're still saying they're going to be down maybe 3 secondary players, 2 starters, and then 1 backup now. Hood from Colorado, who was actually 4th string, and he's having to start.
Yeah, he's a stud though. He's balling out right now. Very impressive with him. Colton Hood starting. Still not going to have our star cornerback. He's not back yet. He won't be back until like week 5.
McCoy.
And then, McCoy. And then you got safety out. They got hurt in game 1.
Yeah. But Tennessee's looking good. Aguilar looked good. Really commanding the huddle. They did what you kind of expect there. The running backs doing well. But again, I think I look at Tennessee. The season starts next week. This weekend coming, I think it really starts then. We'll see what happens. It is Tennessee hate week here at the Hess household. Well, at least for me, Krista's kind of a closet Tennessee fan, so we'll give her that. And I support the Vols when they're not playing Georgia. Kind of like I was talking to one of my big Alabama fans. He's been an Alabama fan since the 1970s. He said he cheers for Alabama in every game, or cheers for Tennessee in every game they play except for when they play Alabama. Respects the program. And for Alabama fans, he said to remind all you guys of the 90s and the early 2000s that it could be a whole lot worse. So pump the brakes there.
Calm down.
But got a big week coming. Big games coming up this weekend. Castle, we going to drop an episode on for Thursday?
We'll try to. Yeah, we're going to try to. I'll be out of town Friday, so we'll try to get it out Thursday. Yeah, we'll try to record an episode on Wednesday, guys, just to get that out there. We kind of dropped the ball on that this past week, because just work life and everything else, and kind of out of our routine. We'll try to get back to that, but we'll get back to that 2 episodes and kind of get a preview of the upcoming week and some high school football. Castle, got any final thoughts? Final thoughts. The Braves are terrible. Lost it today 18-2.
Yes, they are. Appreciate that.
An absolute disgrace this year to me.
It is 3:44, so 15 minutes away from kickoff for my Broncos. I've already moved on from baseball. I'm all about football now. I'm going to give an update here just in case you guys do listen this entire way here. I do have a big bet. I have a $5 bet going on right now to win 3.7 or 3.6K. Right now.
Go to the pod as well.
It would all go to the pod. Right now, I still need the Bengals to win and Jamar Chase. They are winning, but I need Jamar Chase to score a touchdown. The Bengals are winning 17-16 with 2 minutes left, not looking like Chase is going to get a touchdown. And then I need the Steelers to win, and they're down 32-31. But Warren got my touchdown for me, but there's 7 minutes left in that game. So, and I do have one. I have a thing through DraftKings and free shout-outs. If one of these does not hit, I can erase it from my thing and still get my money. But right now I'm missing 2 that's happening right now with Ibuka not scoring a touchdown and Jamar Chase not scoring a touchdown. So might lose my $5, but hey.
Bummer.
But guys, continue.
Footlong, man.
Yep, continue to support our podcast and our social medias. It's been incredible. Big things happening in the next couple of weeks and months. Stick with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful week. Be safe and continue to follow TTS for all your college and high school sports that you want to know about.
Absolutely. Take care, guys. Have a good week.